They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Looking for Kelce there, but it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. The 40, the 30, 20. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, tried his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen, and then a nice return.
You know, nowadays, they do more ball drills with the big guys than ever before because they want to take possessions away from the offense.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll fake the give to Sanders. Now Hurts. He finds his tight end Goddard. That's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Here we go.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw, it's Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Mahomes now on 1st down. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And out across midfield down to the 45. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelce. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
2nd and 7.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Viking 18.
Hurts. Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this 2nd quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the ball is knocked out. Goodness, nobody wanting to hold on to that football. 2 fumbles, 1 by each team on the same play. Not something you see every week.
No, not at all. And you and I both know how important possessions are nowadays in the NFL because there's not much difference between teams. So when you get a chance for a takeaway, you've got to hold on to the football yourself. Don't give it right back to them.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Mahomes to throw once more. And he's got it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
They go play action with Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, Maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. Room here to run. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 58 yards. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Third down, as a defender, all you're thinking about is getting off the field. How do you stop this last play? But if you don't wrap up when you tackle and you play it back like this, all of a sudden he's taking it to the house, and now you're looking at each other wondering, what did we do wrong on that play?
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. From the 24, Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Oh, the sneak. It's Hurts.
No signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders as time expires in the first half.
And the Eagles will extend their lead on the final play of the half. So they say no to the field goal try late in the half, and it winds up really paying off as they score on the final play.
Yeah, a little bit of a gamble, but they had some foresight as well because they knew they were going to get the ball to start the third quarter. So they thought to themselves, if we score here, we can double up on back-to-back drives when we start the second half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Another run here with Sanders.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got it.
He's got the first down and more. Down to the 10.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Sanders is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
35, Chiefs 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes.
Finding Gray going across the field.
Touchdown!
Noah Gray.
34 yards.
And the Chiefs take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
35, Chiefs 21. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And that's complete to Sanders. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Look at my team.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Hurts to throw.
And one more time, that's Watkins.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. But first down, Hurts.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. Touchdown, Eagles.
Quez Watkins.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well. and popped it free from his grasp.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
The Chiefs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And again, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. To throw, it's Mahomes. No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football and give him that 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who get 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
From the 22, Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Touchdown! Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goddard. And the Eagles have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Now Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
On first down, Mahomes. A quick throw, but incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to it?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Oh, he sheds himself free.
And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning. Well, Mahomes finding his burner Hardman for the KC first.
Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got a man, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
An impressive performance just became a little bit more impressive here as they add yet another score to the ledger late in the fourth quarter.
And not much has stopped them at any point in this game, partner. This is just an old-fashioned blowout right here. They probably could put the brakes on themselves, but they elected not to and played this one all the way out.
Elliott Good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And now here's another interception. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Looking deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
They go play action with Hurts.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have it here just past the 25.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
The lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were. And how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.